All right, welcome back, guys. So we're wanting to take our camp stove and convert it over to propane, but we got a couple issues going on. So for one, on our hose here, you have like the little adapter threads. We already know we could connect it to our isopropane cans or our canisters, and we could connect it to our fuel bottle that we pump up, and we could use multi-fuel in this thing. But when we go to connect it to our propane can, unfortunately, those threads there just do not fit. So luckily enough, we got an adapter for that. So this adapter here is the Covia LPG adapter. And I found this to be one of the best adapters out there. So it actually has a little set screw on the side of it. So as you connect this to your propane can, you could fine tune how much propane you're using, along with regulating it out of your stove. The other cool feature with this guy is when you connect this to your propane can here, the fuel doesn't automatically come out. So in a lot of these cheaper adapters, as soon as you connect it to your canister, it's gonna start spraying fuel. So what you have to do is connect it to your camp stove first, then connect it to your propane. And the same thing when you remove it. You have to keep it connected to your stove and remove the can first. With this one here, we're able to connect it to our propane can and leave it on that canister versus having to carry it on our stove. But now one little issue we do have with it is this inside diameter hole here. So this hole here is actually too small to fit our nozzle here on the end of our camp stove. So we're gonna have to go over to the drill press and drill this hole out to an 1/8 inch drill bit. Keep in mind, you don't wanna drill too deep with it, and I'm gonna use a drill press just to make sure everything's nice and straight, but you could also put this down in a vise or hold it and use a hand drill to drill it out. So let's go to the drill press and we'll get this done. So you guys can see here this hole on the end of our adapter. We need to drill this hole out to an 1/8 inch drill bit size. Now I'm just gonna freehand this here. I'm not gonna put it in a vise, but try to make sure we keep it nice and straight. And also there's a brass fitting inside there. Make sure you don't drill too deep. Like I said before, this one's really cool because we can attach it to our propane can without the fuel coming out. Now we can attach it to our stove, and this is where we drill that hole out. So I heard a little bit of fuel in there as it was tightening up. We'll go ahead and turn our regulator and see if we can hear any fuel come out. You could definitely hear the fuel coming out. So we'll go ahead and light it and give it a try. So this is really cool. We went ahead and made some adjustments to our adapter here, and we now have a stove that can burn in this propane fuel, which you could buy this stuff just about any hardware store. All right, guys, that was pretty successful there. So we showed you guys how to take your standard stove and convert it over to propane using this Covia adapter. Keep in mind, you gotta drill that hole to that 1/8 inch drill bit size, but after that, it works really, really well. Now these adapters are a little bit more expensive. So like a cheaper standard one's gonna run you about 20 bucks, or 10 bucks I mean. This one's gonna run you about 20 bucks. But keep in mind, it's an all brass construction, it's built really well, and it has the additional regulator built inside of it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.